Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Nate here from Nate Coolin' It, and today I'm going to be telling you guys about the time I got pistol whipped for pretty much no fucking reason. But before we get into that, let's hop right into the hit of the day. I'm smacking on a glow cart, and before y'all say, oh, glow carts are fake, listen, I don't live in a legal state. I'm sorry. But let's hop right into it. That wasn't bad. Ooh, it's smacking me. Okay, wait. Alright, I think I'm good now. Alright, but let's get into the story. So this takes place back when I was in ninth grade, and this starts off at my homie's house. Let's give him a name. Let's call him a fucking Marcus. Yeah. R.A.P. Marcus. He's a good homie of mine, and that's whose house I was at. And I was with my other homie. I brought my other homie with me. Let's call him fucking Tyler. So I brought me and Tyler over to Marcus's house, and Marcus, he's the nice way to put it is a little more ghetto than most. I guess is the good way to put it. And we were just chilling there, and he was just in love with MMA and boxing. So me, Tyler, and Marcus, we were all just fucking around, punching each other and shit, and we were like going like against each other like 1v1s and shit. And both me and Tyler were scared as fuck of Marcus. That dude would whoop our asses 6 ways a Sunday, let me tell you. But anyways, yeah, we were just doing that all day, and then later in the night, Marcus got a call, and the Marcus picks up his phone, answers it, and what he hangs up a little later on. He's like, "Hey yo, Tyler," and Nate, because that's my name, though. And he calls us over to him, and we are like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Hey, so I got a function I gotta go to, so I'll be back in a little bit. So y'all can just stay here and fuck around. I don't really give a fuck." And me and Tyler were like, "I bet." So Marcus goes off to the function, and me and Tyler were just chilling down there, just fucking around, boxing each other, just a stupid shit. I mean, yeah, also we were smoking a little bit of weed, but that's just typical. What else would we be doing? And yeah, so later in the night, me and Tyler get a call, and it's from Marcus. And Marcus calls us, and he's like, "Hey, so I got an 18 pack, or I don't remember exactly. I think he had like 18 pack. I don't know if that's a fucking thing. He had some sort of large amount of beer or whatever. So he calls us, and he said, "Hey, I have a case of Bud Light, and I need y'all to bring that to me." And me and Tyler were like, "All right, cool. Where you at?" And then he gives us the address, and then we were like, "Cool. I'll be there in a bit." So I go and grab the beer, and I throw it in a backpack, and then me and Tyler go up, and then we get on our bikes. Because at this time, we were in ninth grade, so we didn't have cars yet, so we hop on our bikes. And we go about, I'd say it's about a mile and a half from where we were, where Marcus said he was at, right? So we go and we get to the house that we think is Marcus's house, or the house he was at, right? So we knock on the door, nothing. We couldn't get nobody to answer, and then right after I knock on the first door, my homie Tyler, he's like, "Hey yo, I gotta go," because he checks his phone. It's like 11 at night, and his parents are a little more strict than most. So he's like, "Yeah, I gotta go." I was like, "I bet, see you later." And also, oh my, I forgot to mention, I also, before me and Tyler left Marcus's house, I grabbed Marcus's BB gun that he had in his room because it was late at night, and the place the function he said he was at was in a shit ass part of town, and I didn't want to be caught up. So I grabbed his BB gun, and just so you know, the BB gun didn't work. It just looked like a real gun, and that's the only thing it had going for it. But anyways, back to the story. So Marcus dips, and I look at my phone again, and I try to see if I got the address wrong, and I got the address wrong. So I go to a different house that I thought was the right address, right? And I go in, or not in, but I go up to the door, right? And I have my bike in the front yard, and I go up and I knock on the door. And then I hear these two voices walking on the sidewalk, but like I don't really care because it's none of my business. Whoever the fuck and whatever the fuck they're doing, I really give no shits. And they come walking past the front yard, and they look at my bike, and they say, "Damn, we should steal that motherfucker." And I know these two people, and we're not on good terms. Let's just say that. We'll just give one of their names can be Claudius, and the other one can be Cleantus, and they're both they just think they're the shit. Let's just put it the way it is. They just think they're thugs, right? And they're kind of gang affiliated-ish, and both of them have robbed me individually before. Even if it wasn't like exactly guns drawn type shit, but you know, they both stole my shit before in front of my face. And yeah, I don't like these motherfuckers. So they come walking up and they walk past my bike and they say, damn, we should steal that motherfucker. So me being me, I pull my BB gun out of my waistband and I wave it at them and say, nuh-uh. And then I put it back in my waistband. And then they didn't notice me. They're like, oh shit. And then they come walking up to the porch and they look at me. And then I take my gun out because I'm scared as fuck at this point. Because I know these motherfuckers would beat my ass if they wanted to. So I pull that shit out like I have something in it. It's empty and it's a broken BB gun. It just looks like a gun. It doesn't work. So I take it out of my waistband again. And they walk up. And the clientis, he has dreads. That's not really important to the story. But Cleantis, I take the gun out of my waistband and he grabs it out of my hand, hits me up the side of the head with it, and even though it's a BB gun, it still fucking hurts. Like, what the hell? Like, it's no different from getting hit in the face from an actual gun. Like, it hurts so bad. And I fell over on the ground, and then he and what's the other name I gave the other guy? Claudius. So Cleantis and Claudius just run off then. They don't take the backpack full of beer I have. They don't take my bike in the front yard. After they pistol whip me, they just take the gun and run off. And I'm sitting there like, oh, what the fuck, dude? Oh, God, Marcus is going to kick my ass when he finds out I got his BB gun taken. Oh, motherfucker. And, yeah, so after that, I get up and I call him, and he leads me to this address, and it is way further out. Like, he didn't even have the right street number to begin with. Like, I don't understand how the fuck he fucked that one up. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. So I get there and everything goes as usual, right? And a few weeks later, I go back to his house. You know, that night, nothing else crazy happened. So a few weeks later, I go back to his house, and he's like, damn, I think Tyler stole that BB gun I had. And I didn't say anything, but I definitely knew where that BB gun went, and Tyler did not have it. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of the story. Got pistol whipped, and it fucking hurt, and I'm a dumbass for thinking that a BB gun's gonna do something to protect me. But yeah, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a good day. I'm a fucking idiot. I forgot my outro. Yeah, but thank y'all for watching, and have a smacking ass day.